ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. We got that one and only, that Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, that West Virginia Mountaineer alum, almost heaven. I'm talking about my locker mate, one half of the locker mate, and the guy that's been calling out Deke on NCAA College Football all weekend. I'm talking about Terence Garvin, TG. Ladies and gents.
I've been
Ladies
busy.
and gents.
I've been golfing.
Ladies and gents.
Yes.
My man has been at Deke's neck in the group chat all weekend, ladies and gents. I saw the Troy Hector. We had that going on in the group chat. It was is he out here? Where is he yet? I'm just like, bruh.
I sent you my gamer tag.
It was wild. It was a wild weekend, bro.
Bro, they say running from it will not save you.
Ooh.
I'm
not running from it. I was busy this weekend. I had a lot of golf.
That's some communism, man. Put that in the book. Running from it will not save you.
Hey, it's not gonna say. Sometimes you gotta, if you want to get over it, you just gotta go into it, baby. All right,
you gotta
just go set into it, bro. Because man,
we're definitely gonna do it.
What a time. TG had the chat bump. Yo, where is he at? I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on with Deke, bro.
But
I'm like,
I'll be honest,
he got a tummy ache, bro. I think he had a tummy ache, man.
Man, he gets real quiet. I ain't gonna get his freak. It's real quiet.
It's like,
I was golfing all weekend, man. I
just be real.
He got a girlfriend or something, bro. I'm convinced because he got ghost, bro. He got ghost.
He on the exclusive golf courses, man. He on the course, you can't pull your phone out.
Hey, seriously, bro. Yeah.
But I'll be real. You should have jumped me early. I'm starting to like everybody that's requesting me because I'm getting requests. I might not be what you want no more. I'm starting to get a little bit like I might not be what you want.
Well, that's the thing. I figured that with the way you were hitting us up in the group message, you were probably on a heater. You were probably playing 10 hours in a row. I haven't played since the first day of the game dropped, so like I got to get up to speed myself.
Hey, I might not be what you want.
So TG, I love what you said to say with Deke, bro, because Thursday, right, we do our show, and I dropped the gamer tag. I'm like, yo, man, at me, man, it's whatever. So granted, I hadn't even had a chance to like play it just yet. Bro, I turned the game on for the first time Saturday. Shout out to the homie Trevor Ram, fan of the show. He watches us. He's a big fan of you too. Man, as soon as I turned it on, he's sending message after message. Bro, let's play. And I takes the L because I don't know how to kick freaking field goals, bro.
Tell him to send it to me.
I was so daggone hot, bro. I'm like, look, man. So I'm trying to get
the matchup over the teams.
JMU versus Hawaii. Yes, it was even. And trust me, I would have whooped him. I just didn't know how to kick field goal. Every time I scored, bro, I missed the field goal, so I had to start going for 2. I'm like, bro, this sucks. Yeah, but it was a dope little game.
Send them my way, bro.
Hey, TG, drop your ass so that way.
TD Garvin, man, I ain't hard to find, man. It ain't that much. Ain't no numbers. Ain't no TD Garvin. Send them my way. I'll jump them for you, bro. I got you.
That's my dog.
If you got a problem over there with anybody, send them my way. I got you.
That's my dog. Because look, I need to get some reps here. I was last night. I got back on. I turned my online off, and I just only did the mini games. I didn't know how to pitch. I'm learning how to like run the triple option while I'm playing the game versus the cat. I'm like, bruh, I'm learning emotion. I get 4 delay games because I'm like, yo, I'm trying to catch up and everything while the game's going on. So I'm like, bruh, we run it back. I'm going to wash him. I already know that. But yeah. So he definitely caught me, bro.
You got to play football, bro. You got to use the football.
Yeah.
You know what the time is. You got to be a football player.
Facts. That's situational
football.
That's what it was. I was like, okay, y'all trying to play. So now I mini gamed it up. I know all the controls now. And anybody that wants smoke, baby, we can get activated. But trust me, TG, I'm sending them to you first, TG. I want you cutting all their heads off, bro. Cut all their heads off, man.
For you,
cut all their heads off.
Back in honor of camp season, it's like backs on backers, bro. Let me jump them first, bro.
You get him first. Come on, man.
Yeah. I come take him first.
And I don't want to hear though. I got my rep. Nah, bruh. You win this one. You a cage lock now, baby. You here now.
You gotta see this. It's knee deep. You gotta see this.
No, that's real life. That's real life,
if
man.
You know. I got my rep. Shout out D'Angelo.
I got my rep.
If you know. I got my rep. I'm done. I'm cool.
Backs on backers, bro. Everybody knows how backs on backers goes. It's very physical. And for the running backs, good luck. My man D'Angelo Williams, man. First time and only time I'd ever seen this happen, and it actually worked. He get his first rep backs on back because I think it was Law Dog he had to go against. Law Dog does what Law Dog does. He gonna drop that brow on him, and it sounds like a gunshot to the face. And yeah, it is not nice. D-Lo took that rep. Coach T said, go again. That boy D'Angelo went to the side and said, I'm good. I got my rep.
I got my rep.
It's like, what?
I ain't out here to do that.
My man took that helmet off and sat right there on that sideline. We was like, oh, he's for real. And coach just let it ride. He was like, yo, I don't know what y'all are on over here, bro. We don't do this. Yeah. D-Lo was not playing that game, though, bro. He was like, yo, y'all are crazy.
Man, I got my rep, man. Yep. I'm straight.
Got my rep, bro. I got my rep. So yeah, man. But I'm glad that you actually, are here right when you are, man, because it's right on time. Before you called, man, one of the people in the chat had asked us if it was a Steeler All-Star game, right? And you had to pick Big Ben and players from his, that he played with versus Terry Bradshaw and players that he played with, and you're playing against each other. How y'all feel about it? We know how the convo went. Deke said, man, give me 7. Any of his dudes, I like it. I said, all right, you going to take 7? I'm going to go with the Hall of Famers from the 70s with Bradshaw. We'll rock out like that. So, obviously, the sticking point has come down to how he feels his non-Hall of Famers will do against my Hall of Famers. But he did say that if we switch quarterbacks, his answer would change. So, how you feel, man? 70s All-Stars with Bradshaw versus the Big Ben All-Stars, man. How you like it? What's your players? What side you rocking with, man? Talk to us, man.
I hate that question. That's like, it's just different eras. You know what I mean?
So,
That's the LeBron, Michael Jordan question.
You know it is.
Like,
you know it is.
It's different eras, different football. Obviously, I'm always going to go with the Big Ben and the boys, but I lived that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I seen 8-4 be the best in the league for 5 years consecutively.
Facts.
I seen a 2-6. I seen a 3-6 in that era.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got Bettis chilling.
About to say, yeah, Bussy was in there. We talked about Plaxico, Santonio Holmes, Hines Ward. Yeah.
It's legends in that era.
Yeah, we talked about them boys. Heck yeah.
And is that just offense? You saying just offense?
No. We were saying offense and defense.
Yeah.
Like you're taking your team. Yeah, and then I'm going to drop them. I know. Talk to me.
Talk
to me.
Dropped the hair.
Yeah, talk to me, man.
Troy's part of this era.
Heck yeah.
I seen
I think
but
we're
you gotta
throwing
think
Minka
they
in
got
there with Troy.
Yeah, he said put Minka in there as well, man.
Minka and Troy, and then we got
Respect.
Ike T.
Yeah,
we got Joe Hayden.
Mm-hmm. He got some names, dude.
I think
he got some names,
TJ Watt.
The corners.
He got some names.
I get the old school the corners. They probably got some corners.
So
you know what I mean?
So I'll just name a couple of the old school dudes, right? So obviously you got Bradshaw, 4-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer. Franco Harris, 4-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer. You got Stallworth. You got Swan, Hall of Famers, Super Bowl champs multiple times. We go into the trenches, right? I'm just going down. Now we talk O-line, right? You got Mike Webster, Hall of Famer, best center in Steelers history, right? That's on this. Right. John Cole, Steelers Hall of Honor. Sam Davis, Steelers Hall of Honor. Jerry Moon Mullins, Steelers Hall of Honor, right? We talk about Larry Brown, who caught a pass as a tight end, Pro Bowler, and then came back and moved to tackle and was also a Pro Bowler and is in the Steelers Hall of Honor for that as well. Then we get to the defense. L.C. Greenwood should be a Hall of Famer. Mean Joe Green. When I think of a Pittsburgh Steeler, it's Mean Joe Green. We talked about Ernie Holmes. We talked about Dwight White. Then at the linebackers, you got Jack Ham. You got Jack Lambert, the Boogeyman. You got Andy Russell. Then at corner, you got Mel Blount. You also let me go back because I was on the wrong had the wrong name. Look, bro, I ain't even tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? But you got Mel Blount at one corner. We know that. Changed the game. Pre and post rule still was dominant. Hall of Famer, multiple time Super Bowl champ. Depoy also. Then you turn around and you also have JT Thomas, who's also a Steelers Hall of Honor, 4-time Super Bowl champ. And then at the back end, you still got Donnie Shell, the Torpedo. Shout out to the human Torpedo. Come on, bro. You know Donnie. And you got Mike Wagner as well, another Steelers Hall of Honor dude. That's all I'm saying, bro. And that was just off of just these this 4-year window of Super Bowl champs. I ain't even looked that far to see if Bradshaw caught a year with him. I just I'm going on for 4 seasons. I said for Deke, man, take all them 18 years with 7, pick all them dudes, man. Pick them all. Let's figure it out, man.
But I think that goes into like what rules are you playing?
Right.
Because you got to think like
I said you need today's rules for your guys to survive.
Yeah. Today's rules.
If it's not today's rules, your guys don't have a chance, is what I'm saying.
You got Jack that's the difference. Out there clotheslining
people, like, exactly. So if it's not today's rules, your guys do not have a chance, bro.
We got some dogs though. James Harrison.
It sounds good. I'm with you, bro. Shout out to Debo. Shout out to Debo, bro. I'm with you.
Shout out to Debo.
I'm with you.
Shout out to Peasy.
I'm with you,
Ryan
bro.
Clark is our third safety.
I'm with you. I ain't even trying to go all through down the list like that. Oh man, what about this go? That go? I ain't even done that.
Big Ben's holding his own in any area.
Hey, look, man. That's all well and good. That's all well and good. Have you seen Mean Joe Green's highlights? Do you know why they call him Mean Joe Green?
Mean.
I don't like you can say all this goon, this, that, all these. You know why they call him Mean? And this is not Steelers, the National Football League. He is known as Mean Joe Green.
They called them boys the Steel Curtain.
Okay, that's all I'm trying. Like,
that
bro,
whole line
what?
was like gonna beat you up.
That's all I'm saying, bro. It wasn't hey man, we called them that. No. They, the NFL, everybody that watched them calls them that because that's the type of time that they was on. I just think that, because we didn't get a chance to live and see it every day, we don't appreciate it the same way.
Yeah,
I just think some guys that could block for him. That'd be a really good
again. It's what
I'm with you, bro.
You can say that, but you can say a Pouncey.
Yeah,
come on,
that's what I mean.
Castro.
Yeah,
Faneca. We got Faneca.
You got Faneca. That's what I said, man. You got some dudes, man.
So it just depends which one. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll be real, that O line that Super Bowl O-line was kind of wicked too, though. I ain't gonna that O-line was vicious.
Who?
Was my man? He was a Q. I used to always hear about him. I used to
always
hear like
05 was good. The 08 one.
Yeah, not 08. He's talking about 05.
Not 05.
Yeah,
like I always hear the stories of that. Like, but either way, I'm simply to say it just depends which area you want to go in. When you say era, which era of football we're playing though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are we playing the rules where it's like no hands to the face? Or are we playing the rules where it's like they're throwing people's helmets off? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real, bro. Because they're very extreme. Whichever way we're looking at it, it's either we can't touch them at all, or we're allowed to really play old school football, and we're gonna see who is more tougher, who has more skill, and who can survive.
Maybe you do a blend of both, like 2000s rules, kind of.
Ooh, make it like 02?
Yeah.
Then I like the new school.
Yeah, I feel like the closer it is to today, the more it benefits these guys. Because you won't be able to be as physical as gory. But I think of that James Harrison Cleveland Browns where he killed 3 people and was undercover. And if it's anything close to that type of game, I like our old school. I think that they gonna knock. I think your players ain't gonna make it up out of there, bro. That's at the end of the day. I think that's how it's gonna be, bro. You're not gonna make it out of there, bro. Yeah,
we're coming out.
You're not gonna make it out of this stadium, man. You might start out fast, but you are not making it out of here for 4 quarters, bro.
I feel that. So I mean, that just show you how many legends.
I mean, it's insane that we can have this like combo like that. That's legit, bro. That's legit. Like, it's two different, like legit. Split this up.
Like I can't imagine an AV versus Mel Blunt. Like I don't know
Filthy, bro.
Wins that. Yeah, Filthy. I don't know who wins that. What era
bro.
We playing?
Hey, look, you got L. Bill versus Jack Ham and Jack Lambert. I'm like, oof.
But then it's like, what style of play we playing? I like L. Bell in space.
I like Ham in space though. I think Ham nice in space.
But I like to see. And I know, I like to see a Jack Lambert versus the bus in that A-gap. Like, you know what I mean? What happens here?
And I want to see any of these dudes handling Joe Green. That's what I want to see. I want to see that matchup. Who is the lucky person
Joe Green? What happens here?
Because Lord.
Like,
Lord.
Hey, TG, we got Shazier.
Yeah, y'all got Shay, bro.
Okay.
Because who was saying, what linebackers you putting out there? You going Shay
in the new school?
Yeah, who you putting out?
Farrier,
Footy, Timmons.
I mean,
who you going with? Law Dog?
I'm a Law Dog guy. Bro.
I love Law Dog, bro.
I'm a Law Dog. I think Law Dog is
I think him and Shazier would be a good combo. You get them both at their peak.
Yeah, I'm Law Dog Shazier. I like that combo.
I mean, if
I like
Queen
Law
pans out, maybe he'll be the answer, but
I just wish we could have seen more of Shay and not to be like that.
I'm with you.
Like
I'm with you, bro.
I seen what it's almost like. I think respectfully, I think you do that off of potential.
Yep,
like,
I know what you're saying.
What it was, but I think a lot of the potential of because I mean he was going for Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Yeah,
I think that was when it was starting to okay, I'm coming into myself.
Yeah,
But
we saw it at the beginning, like at the beginning of it, right before it got to fully reach it.
Fred Warner-ish, before it started to get loudly loud.
Yep,
like
very
I think
true.
It was right when it was starting to get loudly loud.
Very
so
true.
It's like I love Shazier. It's like, I love Law Dog. I don't think you can say Shazier before Law Dog, respectfully. Like, I love Law Dog.
Yeah.
And it's like off of Law Dog, like,
because Law Dog did it longer too, and he was able to get the rings. That was the other part. One, I mean, we know the first one he was kind of just there, but the next one it was like, nah, you was a part of that thing, man. You was real.
Come on, like, you know what I mean?
That C-ball, hit ball, Mr. Red Dot himself, yeah.
C-ball, get ball. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Larry Foote's probably one of the smartest linebackers to come through the building.
No, facts.
In the history of the building. I put that up against anybody. You know what I mean? But then you got like a pot dog before that. So it's like, I probably go Shazier and LT, but pot dog will be right there. You know what I mean? Where it's like
he could be the third guy.
Okay.
Shazier might be the third guy.
What the homie Vince said? Where he rank? He fourth? He fifth? Where he at, man?
Man, you know Vince up in there,
because you know what he gonna do.
You know what he gonna do.
Come on, man. We can't be playing against the 70s and not have nobody that's gonna be willing to, do that.
Yeah,
you know he do that. Yeah,
it's not what you're capable of; it's what you're willing to do. I need somebody who's willing to stick their face in the fan and not blink.
Facts, bro. Facts.
It was like, I mean, I like Vince. Yeah. I think Vince did really well in there. I think Vince is one of the names you gotta respect.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I brought him up. Come on, bro. We ain't playing.
Yeah, I love Vince. Mm-hmm. It's just some, it was that's a hard lineup. That Steeler linebackers was a thing for years. Like, that's
tough lineup to crack, man.
Linebacker.
Oh man, John Banaszak. I forgot he was like in the 70s. I ain't know he had a Bradshaw year too. Bang, you just add to the list. All right, dang, shout out to Banaszak, man. Yeah, it's just, I'm sorry. I just didn't realize there's so many of these dudes, man. Yo, shout out to the Steelers, bro. Shout out to the Steelers, man.
We do it right.
Shout out to the Steelers, bro. Like, this is real. I'm trying to see if Bradshaw has any crossover with Rod. That's the only reason I'm gonna look at real quick. I don't think he does.
No,
I promise you, I don't think he does.
Rod is one of the best
because Rod is one of the ones, man. Yeah,
he's one. Like, I seen that whole Rod versus Deion comparison. It was like, I think Deion's the hype, but I think Rod was like, that's Rod. Like, you know what I mean? He did a lot of stuff. Just was a little bit more quiet about it. Like,
we need to talk about this more.
And I love Prime. I'm a Prime guy.
Let's get into this.
Hey, look, it is what it is, bro. Hey, look, man. I just left it a lot. Hey, I bet, bro. I'm just that. See, you will play.
I'm liking TG's taking. I'm liking.
Oh, I need to stay out of that.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, bro. I ain't got no.
I mean, it's Prime, bro.
Hey, bro. Y'all sleep. Y'all leave me alone, bro. Y'all just leave me alone. Hey, look. Out of respect for Mr. Woodson, who I have a relationship with Rod Woodson. I know Rod. I don't have a relationship with Prime, so out of respect, I'm just not in the convo, bro. I'm not in the convo, bro.
That's that man. He's a great person.
Hey, man. I love what he does, man. I love the fan. I love everything he brings to the organization with his brand. Like, yeah, man. It's a great guy, man. It's a great guy, bro. Yeah.
Great person.
Yeah, man. Yep. But other than that, just leave me alone. I don't want no parts of that convo, bro. But they both absolute dogs, though. Absolute dogs, man. So salutable for that, man. But
so being that convo at all, you gotta be a pit bull.
Hey, no, that's real. That's real life.
You gotta be a pit bull.
That's real life, because we talking about
even being that convo.
Right, we talking about two of them ones where it's like, pick your poison. Which one do you prefer? But it ain't no other option. This is that or that. All right. So yeah. I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. All right. Okay. So yeah, that was a fun little thing, man. Shout out. I don't even remember who actually brought that comment up about the two Steelers teams. I wanted to shout them out real quick, man. But yeah, because that was a dope little one before we Raymond Kane. Shout out to you. It was Raymond Kane, man. Who had dropped that comment right there, man. So we definitely appreciate you for that, man. Sparking a little Steelers All-Star Game conversation. All right. So now let's get to what we got to talk about, my dog. Top 100 NFL players list is being released slowly but surely. We had the third variation of our top 100. And just to quickly recap, we do have two Pittsburgh Steelers in the top 100 thus far.
I need to file my complaint on one of them.
So the first one, Cam Hayward, came in at number 98.
Yeah.
53 spots lower than where he last was at. I believe that was last year. We came in at 40-something. I've drawn a blank on the number.
45.
45. Good call.
My
45.
man came in at what?
And then we have Minkah Fitzpatrick. Minkah Fitzpatrick was also on the list. He came in at number 79, which is 61 spots lower than where he was a year ago also. The things that he mentioned for both players when he talked about Cam, the article mentioned how up until last season, he had still been showing dominance, right? Both run defense and pass rushing. But he got hurt last year, had his lowest sack total, lowest tackles total, and lowest tackles for loss total throughout his whole career. Now, granted, this was the most time he's ever missed. We know he hurt his groin week 1, spent some time on injured reserve last year. Talked about Minkah Fitzpatrick and said how statistically was a down year, even though he was a Pro Bowler. They still feel like he can do a lot better, and he himself feels like he can do a lot better. And they referenced how Minkah was talking about how he wants to get back to playing Minkah ball in terms of generating more splash plays, and that was part of why they felt like he dropped so far on the list. So that's the write-up in terms of what they said about both of those players. So let's get down to the reactions. TG, how you feeling? Cam at 98. Let's talk him first, and then we'll get to Minkah at 79.
I think 98 is cool for Cam. It's Cam. You know what I'm saying? And I think, so this is how it works, bro. Like, when it's your team per se, you're like, there's no way it's supposed to be that low. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the top player. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you're talking about 100 players in the league, which is like, that's hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? I believe like Levante David was 90. I watched the top 100. I'm into that.
No, so facts, bro. Because Levante was 99. Yeah. Zaire Franklin was 100. 99. Yeah.
And I think Levante is one of the best linebackers in the league. So to put Cam at 98 after all the injuries and whatnot, I think it's respect. Like, I think it's still saying you're a guy. You didn't really play as much last year, but you still were productive. We're not just going to not put you in here. Like, you are who you are. We're going to put you in here, but we'll throw you right here.
Yeah.
I don't know about Minkah at 79. Like, I'm sure some guys, he could be a little bit higher than that 79. Like, I wasn't a fan of that. I think Minkah's a top 50 every year player. You know what I mean? Like, obviously he's in the top 100. That's no question. But I think he's a top 50 every year. Like, no question.
So I'm gonna name some players that were around Minkah at 79. You have Kyron Williams, running back out of the Rams, 78. Trey Hendrickson, the DN from Cincinnati. He's at 77.
I like Minkah more than that.
Respect, but just for what they're saying for Hendrickson.
Yeah.
They said he's obviously become a familiar face on the top 100 since 2011 or 2021 when he came to the Bengals, his third straight year with an appearance. They said in 17 games played just last season, he had a career high 17.5 sacks, 28 tackles, 16 for loss. They said that since he's come over to Cincinnati, he's kind of been their centerpiece on their defense also. And that's TJ. And I mean, you think about he's been 15, and now 17.5. So that's how they're looking at him. And then they got Dre Greenlaw at 76.
No, I love Dre Greenlaw.
And he had 120 tackles last year, but he was second on the Niners in tackles. Obviously, we know who the main dude over there is. But he had the 5 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hits, and 1.5 sacks in 15 games. We know he got hurt in the Super Bowl. But as a whole, we look at Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw as, the best LB tandem probably right now. You know what I mean? We'll see what it looks like coming back this season. But they've kind of been in that conversation. Justin Herbert was also on the list at 75.
I like Minkah.
Jeffrey Simmons was on the list at 73. We know that's the D tackle from Tennessee that a lot of people like. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson was at 72. I think
Minkah could be in that.
Respect. Garrett Wilson was at 72. Laramie Tunsil was at 71.
Different position. I can't really.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah, I mean, I think Minkah's the best safety in the league, so I don't think
Man, they had that dude from the Falcons in there above Minkah.
But they already have Jesse Bates at what was it, 74?
Yeah, I seen that. I ain't like that. I'm like, I like Minkah on that one. Yeah. And I'm not saying that on no bias. Like, I'm far from the bias. Like, I just, So
let me just communicate this, though. They said last year for Jesse Bates, he received his first, he got his first Pro Bowl nod. and he also had 6 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, 132 tackles.
Respect. He bought.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm gonna say. Like as a full body of work, yeah, I'm taking Minkah. But if we're just saying simply off of last season, I could see why they would have Jesse a little bit higher. But this is more a Jesse. This is great for you, and this is more Minkah. You had a down year. This is why you're slightly behind this dude who had a great year. I kind of looked at it that
79 way. Is low, man. I don't think he's ever in the 70s.
Yeah, even
I think Pat Mahomes cannot play, and he's going to be in the top 10.
I mean, like, look, your boy Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron
Rodgers got his name
listen, your boy Aaron Rodgers is at 92. Trevor Lawrence is at 94. I said, boy, how did that happen?
They got Cousins at 80.
Yo, that's terrible.
Man, I seen because Rob been watching it. Tyreek Woolen was like
Tyreek was at 91. I'm
like, come on, bro.
Terry McLaurin 97. I'm like, bro, we play it. This is wild, bro.
They got Herbert at 75.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, you know, I wanted to be the dude to go in there and talk about every person.
Oh yeah, I need to talk about what's up here?
Ike. I wanted to Ike that thing. I wanted to talk about every person. So I really know these people. I really be watching, like, and I'm just like, I don't think Minka's ever in that. Like, he's always top 50. Like, it just doesn't matter how you cut it. Like, he's a top 50 player in that league. It just is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I understand the down year. I get that. But it's like, if that's the case, Aaron Rodgers can't be on the list. He didn't play.
That was low-key how I felt. I'm like, yo, how is Rodgers on the list if Minka could take that big of a drop? If Cam take this big of a drop, how is he on the list?
And I can get Cam because he was hurt a little bit.
And Cam came back, and that's why I'm like, I can respect the 98 because it's like, yo, you're dropping him.
I'm actually good with 98.
Right, you dropped him, but because he came back and you still say, you know what, man, you've done enough and you still showed enough. Here, we're going to still put you on this list. I look at that as tip your cap.
Above Cam.
That's the part where I was like, bro, Raj played 4 minutes of football, bro.
4 minutes.
Come on, man. It was 4 minutes.
Take 20 minutes to get the pepper spray out, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, it was 4 minutes, and we're saying that was more packed. That's a better play than Cam. Like, come on, man. Like, that was
never. I've watched the top 100 for years. It's never off of that year all the way.
It's never.
Like, it's always who they are, what they are in a sense too.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, I feel you.
And that's the Rodgers pick. That's the Rodgers move.
Yeah. Minkah wasn't just Minkah. It wasn't that last year. But it's still like, that's Minkah.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you know not to throw it back there.
No, that's facts on that.
Yeah, you know what not to. I think he's still in your game plan so hard, and he still affects your game plan so hard that you got to respect it.
Well,
I wish coaches could vote on that too.
Well, I was going to also say, though, let's not make it where if you're on this list, it's bad. Because we saying how many people play in the NFL? We're saying just the top 100, bro. This is literally, yeah. Like, this is we splitting hairs on you. We talking like, because some people do get the respect element. Others is like, bro, what have you done for me lately? And then you got the new guys. So it's like, yo, it's a very, very competitive list to get on, man. But man. Let me just recap I gotta look again real quick. Let me see what Mika did last year, bro. Hold on, bro, because it's.
I don't think he got any picks, but that's I'm with TG. Like, it's like when he's on the field though, he's still like that good, like, even though he's not making the splash plays.
So that's what it is. So
he still has a crazy
check it
impact.
out. So last year he played 10 games, 64 tackles, 3 pass deflections, and that's it. No picks. No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. Yeah. The presence is real. No, trust me. I'm with you on that. And that's why I feel like us as Steelers, we're always going to speak on Mika at a very high level because we see it every week and we know what it's been. I just think for the people that aren't watching it to that extent, they will simply look and say, you played 10 games, 64 tackles, no splash. Jesse Bates coming off of a career year playing a full season and it has 6 picks with a $132 tackles.
But the people who voting for this are the players. People who voting for this are players who watch it, who know know the presence. Like,
but TG, but let's be real though. But TG, let's be real. Not everybody that plays in the league is gonna know it to that extent that's voting on this list. You gonna get some dudes that literally know, man, who's leading the league in picks right now? All right, well, I'm gonna put him up there. All right, man, who nice of it? I'm gonna put him up there. All right, man, hey, TG, you think he nicer than him? No, he ain't nicer than. All right, man, I'm gonna put him. Like, you know, some of them dudes doing that too, man.
They don't know ball. I think that's why we're debating it. Then it's like,
what's the debate? Yeah,
what are these guys doing?
Bro, you named the name in there, but you didn't even peep what you said. That boy from the Rams,
he
didn't have led the league in rushing last year.
So once again, He dang near led the league in rushing, but you don't even respect him enough to say he's a top 50 guy. You're not even arguing about him being a 78, but you're arguing about Minkah for both of you guys playing in 10 games, having 64 tackles and no splash turnover plays versus a dude that had 130-something tackles and 6 picks. Position.
I feel that.
Once again, we just simply talking the facts. It's like, bro, one, we're saying full body of work and not that's just this season, but we're also saying, hey, man, he impacts it by they won't throw over here. Well, I'm sure in Atlanta, they saying that about Jesse Bates, too. They said, look, man, it's our first time having Jesse. He gave us 6 picks, and when people did or when they didn't get a pick, they weren't even looking over there because they were scared of him. That's how they ain't going to be preaching it. And you know we would be doing the exact same thing about Minkah. That's why we feel like Minkah should be higher up here. Because 2 years ago, he did do that. When he first got here, he gave us that. We just said last year, right. Minkah said to himself, I got to get back playing Minkah ball. Minkah ball is not 60 tackles and no turnovers. Minkah ball is, bro, we flirting around 100 tackles and we splash. Sure. And that's what he's capable of. I'm with y'all. We know he nicer than this. But I could also understand why they would say, yo, let me put this dude over him for this season. Not who we taking all the time, not who we saying has the better career, who we saying has the better play. I just think just for this season, if we're just looking at that, it's like, yo, we really gonna say Minkah's year last year was better than Jesse Bates?
No.
That's my whole. I'm like,
that's the thing. You're doing top 100 players in the NFL, right? And this is going into 2024. I'm taking Minkah over Bates.
Cool.
But I get part of this list is these players are voted on at middle of the season. So if a dude's injured, you get some out of sight, out of mind type of stuff. And that's why Rodgers is so low. And Justin Herbert's so low. But
because I'm also sure you would take Rodgers higher, right? You would take Rodgers at top 5 every time, or top 10, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm also saying that's why I think the list is wrong. I think they messed up.
I feel that.
Like, you can't have Cousins over Rodgers. You can't have Justin Herbert at 75. Like, it's just insane.
So, is it more so if their legacy is, stamped and they're, one of the guys, their actual season stats don't matter? Because that's kind of what it sounds like, the way that you're describing
it. I need a game tomorrow. I'm taking Rodgers over
But
Cousins
I think that's what the list say, though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because the list
don't matter.
Yeah, the list make it seem like the stats don't matter there. So it's like, well, why do we care about the actual stats of the season if we're just gonna simply say, I've seen this guy do it before?
They don't even talk about them boys, bro. They don't even talk about the boys' stats when they be talking about them. So it's not that. It's presence. It's feel. It's
right.
Like, you don't know that cover 2 shot that they don't throw because Minkah's there.
I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on that.
That control route that they're like, ooh, I ain't gonna throw it because I'm with you
on that. But TG, my question to you is this: we give Minkah that added bonus, right? That added boost. But who's the person that is on these other teams that is talking about their players like that, and we're gonna look at them and say, bro, I'm not hearing that nonsense. Because that's my whole argument right here. Is like, yo, I'm not arguing against him, but I'm like, yo, everybody's gonna say the same thing. Man, they ain't throwing it over there because of his presence right there. It's like, bro, that's cool, but that's fairy tale also. I'm looking at the books. I'm looking at the actual stats. Who made the play? This is the Myles Garrett versus TJ Watt. Do you want the actual sack, or do you want the I was close to getting a sack? Because it sounds like close to getting a sack is better than getting a sack in this argument with Minkah and Jesse based off of last season.
It's a little bit different with the secondary, though, and the corners and stuff.
I'm listening.
Because there's times Darrelle Revis in his prime only got like a pick in a season, but you're still saying he's the best corner in the league.
But Minkah's last year was not that, though. And I think we would both agree that was fine. Different. Yeah,
that's fine. I just think he's a better player than Jesse. I think he's the best safety in the league.
And I agree with you on that as well.
Like 79, that just doesn't even compute.
Trust me, I agree with you. I'm just trying to see how we interpret the list. I look at it as, man, legacy matters, but also what you just did matters also. And I think that's why we'll see certain players make these crazy jumps up the list, and you also see people fall, and you're like, bro, how did it get to that? Because it's this weird, subjectiveness to it. Because like you said, with Rodgers, that is legitimate. Is Rodgers, if he's healthy, are we taking 90? What, how many something people better than him? Are we taking? No, we're not. But based off of last season, it was a whole lot of people that was out there more productive than Aaron Rodgers because he only played 4 minutes.
Like you said, he shouldn't even be on the list.
Right.
If we're just going off last season, he played 4 snaps and didn't complete a pass.
So that's why I'm like, I feel like we're all kind of in this in between when we're looking at this list of how much does legacy matter versus what you actually did. And that's why I kind of presented the question to both of y'all in the sense of what matters more then, your legacy or what you actually did? Because the actual did guys are getting criticized more than the legacy dudes.
Well, it should also be what you think they're going to do, too. If this is top 100 for 2024, right?
Yeah.
Top 100 for 2024, then, yeah, I mean, I'm taking Rodgers over
so
almost all the quarterbacks
but essentially, but what you want to do is take away the parameters so that way you could just have freedom to speculate.
No.
Yes, because you're projecting. You're saying you're projecting what you're going to do.
You're obviously accounting for what you did recently and the legacy.
So what you got, T? What you saying?
I'm saying y'all are saying because he's almost saying going into the season,
right?
Top 100.
Right.
Like no, this is based
what you just did. This is closing off of last year. That's how I look
really
at it.
They need
like
to change the top year on this thing.
Yeah.
Then.
It's almost like 2023.
Yeah, like the finish up, like yo, everything that y'all did that season, yo, we're looking at y'all and we're putting that in order right now.
They should be releasing these lists literally once the Super Bowl ends. Then.
Sure, but that's not going to sell the same though. This sells more right now. But they look at it as yo, this is the final day or this is the final before the new season starts.
Yeah,
like when week one starts, they're like yo, once week one starts, like it's time. But this is that how they looking at it right there.
This is the best of last year, and it's like. In terms of that, I just my whole thing is this, and I stand on it. If you're gonna have Minka at 79, you can't have Aaron Rodgers on the list.
Fair.
If you're gonna have Aaron Rodgers on the list, you can't have Minka at 79.
And I think both things could be true with that, bro. I think that's fair because that's what you're saying as well. In the sense of like,
it's all just based off last year. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's truly just.
But they say top 100 players for 2024.
Yeah,
it's
like
that's not as clear. It's like, all right, who am I taking going into 2024?
Right. Or if you played last year, but did you retire? So do you not make this list?
No, of course you still make that list. It's dudes on that list that are going to be retired.
I don't know. I don't think Brady wasn't on last year's list.
If you don't think Shaq Barrett's going to pop up on that list, you're crazy. Like he's going to be on that list.
No, but he just retired though. No, Brady wasn't on last year's list. So it is. I think it is like current players are going to be playing. Play last year. But it's weird because they vote on it at the end of 2023, right? I don't know. It's just a mess of a list.
Brady was on that list, and I remember Gronk was on the list.
Gronk made the list, and he definitely ain't even play. He was like, bro, how this happen? Yeah.
He didn't play on that. I remember that. Like, so, I mean, I'm with you. Like, you know, I think it's a popularity contest. That don't super matter. That's like the Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? It's the Pro Bowl. Like, everybody that somebody's on the list. It's just where you at on the list. But it's respect to be on the list. Yeah. But it's kind of like, you can debate the list all day, but it's like if you're gonna put Aaron on there, you gotta put Minka lower. If you're gonna take Aaron off and make it a pure list, then you can, you know what I mean?
But the question still goes back to: can you make a list of 100 football players, regardless of last season or this season, and Aaron Rodgers not be on that list?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
If you're just saying it's last season, that's the only way.
He didn't play.
But clearly that's not the parameters of this. I don't think anyone knows what the parameters of this list are at this point.
Like bro,
he ain't play, bro. He ain't play.
It's crazy. Like, what are we talking? Like, he did not play.
My man didn't play a snap, but we taking legacy over dudes that actually did it.
How many completions did he complete? Did he complete a pass? He didn't play.
Listen. But how many times? But how many times that offseason were coordinators losing sleep trying to figure out how they was going to game plan against that man before he got hurt? Right. That's what you just
the best quarterback in the league.
So that's got to count there. So all the training camp when they was planning for how to game plan against him, that's why he makes the list, then, bro.
If that's the case, then Minka's definitely lower because you know how many plays you don't run because he's there. That's the Ed Reed effect.
That's why he's on the list, bro. Yeah.
That's the Ed Reed effect. You remember Ed Reed used to be like, "Don't throw it there. Do not throw it over there. If he catches it, it's trouble." Like. That's the Minka effect. Like, just don't even. Man, we're not gonna run this week. We're gonna leave these alone. We're gonna run corner routes. We're gonna run outs. We're not gonna mess with those.
Stay away from that. Yeah. Stay away from that.
We know he's gonna be in the middle of the field. You know where he's gonna be. Like, let's leave that alone.
Stay away from it.
Come on, man. And, you know, I'm a Minka guy. Like I can say that. Like even on some like bigger than the Steeler, I'm a Minka guy. Like I love Minka.
No, facts on that. Facts.
Guy. So it's like, it might not even be a Steeler moment I'm defending. I'm just kind of like, that's me.
Hey, like, look, and I just hate the fact I feel like I get caught in between because I just be over here trying to be just unbiased. Let's just talk. And now I'm over here on the Jesse Bates side, and I don't even like Jesse Bates like that. I've never been a Jesse Bates like, oh, that's my no. But I'm over here defending like, yeah, stop it. All right, we just we're just having conversations. All right, just don't do me like that, man. Telling you a Minka guy, that because you can make something with Jesse. I ain't a Jesse guy. I'm a Minka guy too. All right, don't do me like that. Yeah. Hey, go on. I ain't like how I felt like that was going. You know, you got just clear it up, clear the air. All right, okay.
Vince just sent me a picture, man. Them boys out at Latrobe. You gotta rent your TV. It's back on, man. Some people ain't rent a TV.
You know what time it is, man. No rookie mistakes, man. You better get your TV right. They asked me how strict is actually I'm gonna ask the question exactly how the question was asked to me, man. All right. So let me get this right. Where we at? Here we go from Cliff the Dark Knight. He says, Moats, so I'm gonna change it to TG. He said, what are the rules for Latrobe? Are you there the entire duration? Are you allowed to leave and come back? And also, what do you pack?
Leave and come back where? That's 6 in the morning. Come quick, man. That's 6 in the morning. You know what I mean? That's 6 in the morning. Come quick.
Hey, don't get that random knock either. No, is that time? Is that time? No. Hey, it's 5 a.m., bro. What you at, man? Hey, they tested. They looking for you. No.
Oh, man.
No. Now you sick. Now you sick.
Don't get that one. So it's kind of like on your days off, you can leave. Obviously, that day before the day off, you get up out of there.
Talk to them.
Then you come back like that night of the day off because you got to go back to work the next day. You know?
So you said if you don't leave the day before your day off, you're not getting that day off at the crib. What you saying? That's what it sounded like you just said,
no,
right?
No, you don't leave the day before, you're not getting the day off.
I said what day off? Hey.
It's not a day off. It's a morning off.
That's it.
You got to say the right word. It's like I don't have to wake up at 6. Yeah. Like I can sleep in, and I know they're not at my door this morning. Yeah. You know, so that's cool. It's not super strict though. He'll let you like. Depend who you are. You can't do
know who you are. You gotta know who you are, bro.
You know what I mean? You can't do what AB do because you can't do what AB do. AB might sleep off campus. Like you might do that.
Hey, look. When your floor is 5 catches, 70 yards, and we're saying that's a bad day for you, you can sleep wherever you want to sleep. Okay, you can do whatever you want. But if your floor is not 5 catches for 70 yards as the bare absolute minimum. Yeah, bro, I think you should just stay in that dorm and don't play no games, all right? Don't play no games.
Come on, man. It's kind of like, I think the hard part what dudes got to know is you got to buy your own stuff.
Oh, you know what I mean? Facts. I got with that in 14. Definitely. That got me.
Yeah. Yep. You got to buy your own stuff. Like, you know, you got to get what you need. You kind of bring your snacks. But it's like you don't really have time to even... Man, you're working.
I was about to say, are you a part of the group that, you know, talk about the TVs, man? People bring the TVs, they bring the game systems, man. They got the big recliners, the, you know, big extra plush beds and stuff. You know how y'all boys be doing, man. You big money guys, man. How y'all talk about your setup, man.
Well, you know what I mean? Get you a fan. Fan. Bed, cover, playbook. Them is the things you need. If you got them, you all right, man. An extra blanket is a benefit. You know what I mean?
I take that extra blanket over that TV. Talk to him, bro.
I seen TJ walking with a pillow. You know what time it is.
Bro.
Bring a pillow.
Hey.
Come on, man.
Whatever your favorite pillow is, you want to have that with you, baby.
Come on, man. It's kind of like, it's work days, man. You're not really in there to be playing NCAA. Like, it's not... You can play that later. Yep. Like you trying to make this team. You about to make what you can make off of making the team. Even the bottom guy, leave the game alone for a few days.
Hey, please, TG, can you say that again? Because I know you've played in this league for multiple years. You've had multiple training camps in multiple places, and I know you've seen some of the same stuff that I've seen. And you walk by and you're like, bro, are y'all really in here locked in on this game at 11 o'clock at night versus getting your rest, studying this playbook, hydrating, stretching, anything that you could be doing. This is what you want to do. And you're the same dude when we out there practice. TG, that's the same dude that's out there practice, don't know the call. You like, bro, I know you ain't just do that. I know you ain't Deke. I know you ain't just not drop to the strong cook. You went weak. I know you ain't just do that, Deke. You was on Madden all night, Deke.
But it adds up, right?
You was on Madden. It unfortunately it does, but they be bro. You walk by, you like, bro, y'all for real. It's just crazy. But TG hit it right on the head. He's like, bro, if you just set this game down for just 2 or 3 weeks, bro, you can play this game for the rest of your life. You want to. You can play it every single day you want to, bro. You play it every single day you want to. But just give us
pay you to be in it. They gonna pay.
They gonna pay you to be on the game, bro. Oh. That's it, bro. That's it.
I'm all for because I don't condone gambling, but they quick little dice game they be having, or
little 3 thing, little 2 thing, man. We talk about, man. Ain't nothing crazy. Ain't nothing crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Quick little, one of those. You know what I mean? Maybe a little. We might talk about something, might get on the gram a little bit, but it's time to go to bed.
Facts.
Facts. As soon as practice over, especially if you're grind, bro, your head hurts, man. Your brain is tired.
If you're a special team dude that's not a bona fide, you only play offense, only play defense, training camp sucks at times, bro.
Your brain is tired.
All right. And the reason why I say if you're not a starter offensive defense is because when they get the rest, you on special teams period. So you working the whole time, bro.
And then on top of that, Cam Hayward's gonna get a vet day. Minka's gonna get a vet day. No, you're not only going every day, but you're tackling to make that tackle every day. You can't miss that tackle because you sore a little bit. No, I gotta make this. Yeah. So it's every day is the war. It's the pre-war, and then you got them preseason games. By the time you see somebody else, you're so happy to punch somebody else. You're just let's do it.
That's facts. That is facts.
And I've been a couple places, like you said, no matter what you say, Coach Tomlin has one of the most brutal training camps out here.
Oh, bruh, I put it up against anybody's, man.
Yeah. I was in Seattle, man. We went home, bro. We was at the crib. I was in D.C. They had us in a hotel, but we was at the crib. It's that. That Latrobe, man, you might have a little cot.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm low key a little jealous though, bro. I actually never got a chance to have training camp at the Casa. Buffalo, we was at that little college, St. John Fisher, with the little cots. Man, to Pittsburgh, Latrobe, St. Vincent, the cots. My nicest one was AZ. We was at the hotel. It was an hour away from the spot. Yeah.
Pete Carroll was on that. Man, we gonna treat this like a normal day in the life, man. We just gonna keep on keeping on.
Shout out. I like that. I can get with that. All right. Well, last thing we got to get from you then, man, because we talking this camp talk and we getting fired up and it's exciting. I wanted to actually go back, man, and have a little bit of a fun time right here, man. But when we talk training camp entrances, man, we always think of the Steelers and how certain guys, man, we don't just do it regularly, We've seen helicopters, we've seen custom cars with paint jobs, we've seen all type of stuff. We've seen, themed entrances and stuff like that. So congregation chat, y'all included chat. Let's all just, if you got a favorite 1 or 2, player entrances, Steeler training camp entrances, man, let's talk about them for a little bit as well, man. So yeah, man, anything y'all got? If you want, I could go first because I got a couple of them that kind of stood out to me, man.
I remember Debo came in on the fire truck.
Facts.
I remember that.
Facts.
I remember the Stone Cold. He came with the belt.
With he had the vest on. I think AB with the custom paint job on the Rolls Royce Rave. I say, Lord have mercy. I was like, yo, you're just a whole nother level of that was just insane when I saw that, bro. Insane. I think of that one, and then obviously helicopter AB. I'm a sucker for the theatrics. Hey, look, blow the bag on it, man. All right, I love it. Yeah, I loved it. I was like, yo, I've never knew Rolls Royces could have custom paint jobs, and I never knew that you could have a custom paint job while you're the one driving.
I like this old school Rolls Royce. He
came up too. Oh, the drop with the mob boss type one. Yeah, I forgot that one. Because he did 2 or 3 different Rolls Royces. It's like, bro, this is the toned down one, this is the full body one, and this is the old school. Yeah.
Yeah, this one was hard.
I mean, AB used to do some dope stuff. AB was.
He did the hot air balloon for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks.
Now he said that was Hard Knocks that put that on him. So I don't know if we really believe that was the case, or he ain't like how it all played out, so he just put it on Hard Knocks. But we know the helicopter is him though. Here, and he pulled up in AB fashion too. It was like, yo, let everybody check in. All the media is ready on the football field. All right, now I'm here. Animal walk through. But shout out to the fan. It was Gucci down. I'll never forget the details on the pick, bro. I was like, yo, this is fire right here, man. Shout out, bro. Shout out.
Nice. I mean, I wouldn't say like it sounds crazy, but like Pittsburgh's not super the place where you get all that like the fancy interests and all that. Like that was kind of just 8-4 would give you something. Like everybody else kind of, man, I'm walking here with a pillow in my hand.
Look, when the homie Vince pulled up, I was at AZ, but when I seen Vince pull up with the Stone Cold shot, I'm like, oh, all right.
But that was in like year 9 of it.
Yeah. That was like OG Vince, he contract Vince, like
That wasn't year 2, year 3. No, Vince. That was like I'm really. Like if you kick me out of here today, I'm okay.
I'm not tripping, right? Because most people, you like, bro, you're not pulling up the camp. Like example, right? I thought me pulling up the camp as a big dog, we're gonna pull up in the convertible Mustang. You see what I'm saying? And we still park it like a little bit further back, and we're just gonna walk down the front. Like that was like a big deal to me. We ain't doing all this crazy. No. I'm with you, TG. You gotta know who you are, man. I don't want to do nothing. Not at training camp. A lot of people don't make it out of training camp, man. I think that's the other part. When you start seeing them heads rolling at training camp, it puts a fear in you. And you want to play them games, man. Definitely want to play them games.
Just saw Aaron Rodgers rolling up to Jets training camp with an Egyptian shirt on.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice. Whatever he wants to do, I'm here for. Nice. Welcome back.
Because which one was Con Air? Was he Con Air 2 years ago, or was that last year in New York where he did the mustache, the white beater, and the long hair? You remember that? Which was that?
I think that was
Green Bay.
Still.
That was still Green Bay?
I think it was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but obviously he's rocking the Egyptian shirt because he missed like the OTAs. Because he went to Egypt.
Aaron wasn't making no noise last year, man. He came in there like John Wick.
He's not backing down by wearing that shirt.
Talk about Deke just did this. This is why we love what Deke bring to the table. Deke, shout out to the detail. Aaron Rodgers got called out for being away, right? You missing mandatory minicamp, man, doing something that you think is more important. And apparently he was gone. He was in Egypt. My man pulled up today with the Egyptian themed T-shirt. Like it was like a cat. Was that a cat that looked like it was up there? Yeah, an Egyptian cat.
Probably like from a hieroglyph or something.
Bruh, the subtle FU. I love it. Why is your man like that, bro? Why is your man so subtle, but he's just so heavy-handed too, bro?
Man, I'll be honest with you, and this might be a dangerous quote, but Aaron Rodgers is like honestly the same rebel as like a Kaepernick. Like he just
he do it differently. But I'm like, bro, he don't go. He's like, yo, if this is what y'all say we supposed to, I do it this way, and I don't care what you guys are saying. Like, bruh,
like it doesn't matter what you think about this. This is how we're gonna do it. I know I'm not.
I totally missed that, dude.
I didn't play a snap last year.
Bro, I missed that. He said, yo, because Salah for certain said that. He was like, yo, he's somewhere where he thinks it's more of a priority to be here with us. Wow. Shout out to Rodgers, man. Yeah, I ain't never had that confidence in the league, bro. I wish.
But he's Aaron Rodgers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, TG, would you abuse it? I think I would abuse that, bro.
Let him throw the ball a couple times. And you
man. You be like, bro, don't tell me nothing, bro. I'm him. Oh.
You just got to see him throw it a couple times.
Hey, look, that's it. I missed it for a year. Just remind me real quick. Just remind me.
You just forgot what it looked like.
Because Deke, I'm over here looking like, bro, you playing with these folk right in their face. Like, you playing with them in their face, bro.
When I listened to an interview he did talking about it, he's like, I don't regret what I did at all. He said, if anything, it's the NFL that got soft with like their off-season programs, and they just arbitrarily called the two things that I missed mandatory. Like it's just OTAs. It's like the same thing. It's just they just randomly called it mandatory for those 2 times. But I was at the 10 prior to that were considered voluntary. But they randomly called these ones mandatory. And he's like, yeah, it is what it is. It used to be way much harder back in the day. He's like the off season used to actually like mean a lot more.
I mean, he's been in the league forever, so he can say that.
Hey, it is Rodgers, right? It's levels to it, man.
He can say that.
Man, I love it, bro. I love it.
This dude's doing hold-ins. He's at camp. He's here. He's coming to camp.
This is real.
Everything's good. I missed a couple OTAs, man. I'm here.
Actually, speaking of hold-ins and stuff, we got an update on Ayuk.
Oh, we did. All right, what we got? What's talking about?
Not practicing.
Man.
All right, good. He showed up
to camp, but not practicing.
So TG, we said Ayuk don't want to lose that $30K per day type money,
Genius.
but he's not practicing. So we still got action. Shouldn't. We still got action.
Man, they're not letting that go. Unless you send some nice something. Because he even said it in that press conference. You got to listen to what the GM said. Because at first it was, we're not taking nothing. But then now it's like, well, I'm listening to all
of it.
Yep.
So it's like, you got to listen to what he's saying. Like, it's like, if you send something nice, you can have it. Yep. But I'm not going to just give this away.
No, facts on that.
It is sitting here and walk around the school or walk around the field for the next 2 years before I just give it away.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's
now we had a person ask us, well, the comment had came up, man, through some local media people, but they were presenting, would you trade Alex Highsmith or include Alex Highsmith in a deal if that meant that we would get Brandon Ayuk in return? So how you feel about that?
Dead money, we talked about that money too high. Like that dead money would be too high. They just paid that, right?
So when 2 years ago? Well, no, because he's 2 years ago. I think his money might be clean now in terms of where he's at.
I think the dead money would have affected too much. You can't trade Hightower.
Nah, because that's what we're saying. We're like, yo, if we can make it work, and we know we technically financially we still can do what we need to do, but that was kind of the convo. Alex Highsmith, if you had to include him, because say the Niners don't want to just have a draft pick for next year, they want something that can actually help them this year. And they're saying, we'll send you Brandon Ayuk, but we need Highsmith and whatever else, or Highsmith and a future pick. Is that something that to you would make sense?
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad move. I don't know if that's not a bad move, you know? I don't know if that's what the 49ers. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad move. I think that's not a bad trade. You know, I need something else too. I'm giving you a receiver.
So now this the convo. Which one is more important, a wide receiver or a pass rusher? And is Ayuk wide receiver 1 or is that wide receiver 2? Because
San Fran look at Ayuk like wide receiver 1.
Okay.
Like I know.
How do you look at him though?
See, I think Ayuk. I don't know if he's wide receiver 1, but I think he's wide receiver. Like 1.5. Like I think he's a better Wheaton. You know what I mean? Like,
so an elite 2, regular 1.
A super elite 2, a minor 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Can take the top off of you any day. Can ruin your day. You know, in the right. I think he got to be next to somebody.
Okay.
Like I just don't think you just leave him by himself.
And now Alex Highsmith gave you 14.5 sacks.
He did.
Where do you look at him? Now we know he plays with TJ. Ayuk plays with Debo. So what's up?
He lived across the street from.
And Ayuk live across from Debo, and he's next door neighbors to McCaffrey. He shared a backyard with a Kittle.
Yeah,
he passed who check when he going to the grocery store, and he got that. And it's this young cat that's in the process of getting his house built by the name of Brock Purdy. I don't know if you know him. And they got security in the Trent Williams. Listen. And then on the back half of the neighborhood, this is the other side. They don't even go over there too often, but they got a Bosa, they got a Warner, they got all this other. This is a lot in this little neighborhood, this little development that he's over there in. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because Highsmith ain't it looked nice in Highsmith neighborhood, but it don't look that nice.
Dude, they need that neighborhood. It's kind of like what they need. Like we need this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think they need nothing. Like they seem like the most complete.
But do you think they need Ayuk right now either? When you look at, they still have a Ricky Pearsall as well.
I do think they need that.
Okay.
But I mean, they drafted one.
I'm saying. They just drafted one.
That's supposed to be a guy.
You have a Debo there. You have all these other pieces there.
I mean, like Ayuk was a guy. I remember Ayuk in college. Like I watched West Coast football.
Facts, man. We know you like that all that passing league stuff, man. I know.
I watched West Coast football a little bit.
Stay up 3 in the morning, watch that, man. All right, hey.
Yeah, I remember him in college, and he'll take the top off you, like But it's kind of like I just don't know if that's like year one. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like San Fran feels like we make those.
We can get them on one. I think they we can. They make Ayuk's, but I think that they are holding Ayuk and saying, "Yo, I want one type compensation for this player, even though we don't think he's that." I think that that's the compensation they want for him, though. And
Give me a high third that I can get another Ayuk.
Right, and it's a great position for the Niners, but I feel like for the team that's going to drop the $30 million or the team that's going to get, have to give up what they got to give up to get him, I think they're going to be the ones that are kind of looking at it like, bro, we kind of got a little bit of a flat drink here. It's a little bit more water. It's still a good drink, but it ain't as hitting like I thought it was hitting, bro. It was a little bit too much ice in this thing, man.
His skill, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying.
When I say that's nothing to do with his skill. It's the number you got to pay.
That's what I'm saying. It's the 30. Yeah. And whatever I got to give up, like that's a lot. Yeah.
So I don't that number is because you got to pay him the number you want.
You got to.
You know what I mean?
We here now.
He walking around with a water jug.
Right.
Like, you got to pay that.
Right.
You know? So, I don't know. I don't know. I think you got to pay it. I don't know if I super give up my DN. Like, that's my DN.
That's what I'm saying. I mean? That's homegrown and developed. It's a 14.5 sack season. It's a Pro Bowl season. And it's always healthy. No nonsense off the field either, man.
Yeah. It ain't bothering nobody. It's going to be where I needed to be. It's going to do what I needed to do. And it's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's mine. Like, it ain't, it's homegrown and it's mine.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I'm not just in a hurry just to trade that out.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
But I will say this. I think he did a great job in reporting the camp. That was a genius move.
Oh, no, facts.
Don't never just hold out. Always pull up.
Facts, man. Make them see you. Make your backup see you also. Don't let your backup think you just in here chilling. Like, oh man, I got all. No, I'm here. I still watch you. You still know what I do. Don't play. Yeah. Don't play.
I'm here. Still here.
That's real. All right, my dog. All right. So look, man. We're gonna spin the block. Do this again next week, man. And by then we'll have seen some hitting. Maybe in them pad things by then. Okay. So definitely looking forward to it, man.
Let me know when you need these running backs.
Now, look. If it wasn't for the fact that baby girl has a basketball game today and I can't be late, I got to make sure we stay on the schedule. We would still be dropping them running back lists right now. I just looked down and seen it was 245, and I'm like, oh, bruh, this is about to get crazy in a second. So that's why I was like, we're going to spin that block, and we're going to get them RBs, but we're just not going to do them today, all right? But we're going to definitely get that in with you because we got to get that in, all right? So facts on that, but yeah, man, I'm trying to stay. I don't want the household to, to have all the off season being together, and now we fumble it today, all right? So we ain't going to fumble. Nah, no fumbles.
Been a good offseason.
Heck yeah, man. So you know what it is. But you already know, man. I'm going to hit you, dog, and we're going to link like how we always do. But appreciate you as always, man.
So, Deke, stop running from me.
Oh, he said come outside, man.
Let me get my game right.
Come outside, man. Come outside. All right, my dog. Peace.